Hey Honeybunches, welcome to a meal prep video. I haven't made one of these for a while, but I know you enjoyed them, so that's what we're doing today. I've set it to the True Grit soundtrack by Carter Burwell. I quite like it. Sort of reminds me of funeral music because it's both like reflective but also adventure-y. I don't know, that's a bit random. Anyway, the first thing I made was something to have on like toast or rice cakes. It's the Bish Bosh Bash cookbooks foie gras. I do have a lentil pate recipe on my blog, but I was interested in trying this one. I quite liked the picture, and definitely should put a bit of melted butter and a rosemary sprig and peppercorns on all the pate I make in the future to take it to that extra legit level. Anyway, you have to cook up your different elements, so like onion, mushroom, with a bit of sherry in there, and thyme and sage, and cook your lentils. There's like a cooked beetroot in there as well to give it that like bloody liver effect, and just pulse it till it looks like a pate consistency. And yeah, it was pretty easy. I really enjoyed it. I never had, or maybe like once through like a screwed up face, I had legit pate once upon a time, but you know, it's not something that I was like, yum, gimme. But this is really yum. It's just like a mushroom, lentil, sage, thyme spread. Yeah, it's great on like a befores platter as well if you're thinking of like appetizers. Or wouldn't it make like a good like Christmas gift? I don't know, so many possibilities. But yeah, looks great, tasted good, happy days. Yeah, so this next thing I made was this very veggie lentil bake, which I'd made once before. I made a double batch because it didn't make very much. You essentially make like a porridge with lentils and rice until it goes super gluggy and thick. I could have left my mixture a bit runnier because it was a bit dry. I mean, I kept it in the fridge and we had it a few days later, hence this is meal prep. And then I just used up lots of different veg in the fridge, like leeks, mushrooms, capsicum, bit of broccoli, and I think I also sauteed up a zucchini. Yeah, so it has cheese in it, paprika, smoked paprika, which gives it a really nice like tuna mornay type of flavour, as I said in another video where I made this. But yeah, I mean, I could turn it into a tuna mornay, but no, I just stuck with the veggie lentil rice bake thing. It's great, you know, full of the good stuff. Like, it's pretty delish for all the wholesome stuff in it. Right, I made the lentil meatballs, Swedish lentil meatballs off my blog to freeze in the freezer. Oh my gosh, if I did this every weekend, happy days. Or I should just make like a quadruple batch, shouldn't I, and have that last me forever, because bloomin' heck, going what the heck to have for dinner midweek and then realising you have lentil Swedish meatballs ready to go is really satisfying. They do take a little while to cook because you want to cook lentils from scratch, like green lentils. Brown lentils don't really do it, and it just, you know, it's a few elements, but that was a super satisfying thing to make in a meal prep, if you need an idea. And then I quite like having something in the freezer that's just like sweet and filling and something great to have with tea. So I made my caramel slice. It does say crunchy in the title of the recipe on my blog because I put like puffed grain in the chocolate top layer, but I don't really do that these days because I can't be stuffed. Yeah, so you make the date, nut, cacao layer, then you make the caramel layer. And then I just melted chocolate because I didn't have enough coconut oil to make up my own. And then I cut this up like way too early because I just wanted to film like the spread of everything I'd made, so it will cut much more cleanly and won't look so mushy when you make it, and I'm more patient than I was. Yeah, never gets old. I would never pay like $8 for a caramel slice in, you know, one of the trendy hip raw juice smoothie bars. Just doesn't seem worth it, but like when you got a tray of this, it tastes epic, and yeah, the taste isn't impaired by the price tag. Right, my mum was she had a craving for these, so I made a batch of the raspberry almond thumbprint cookies, which have a seriously delicious lemon tang to them. we've got an abundance of lemons. So this was a good, lovely recipe that felt quite in season. I swapped out the coconut oil in my recipe for Nuttelex, which is just like the vegan butter we have available here in Australia, and it made like a much smoother, less cracked dough. So that's a tip you can heed or not. Thank you for watching, Honey Bunches. I hope this gave you some inspiration. Lots of love, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!